It is 6:11 right now. The Dow made a jump Monday, in part thanks to news that the destruction from Hurricane and Tropical Storm Irene wasn't as bad as many people were forecasting. Now, while predicting the rise and fall of stocks is some people's lifetime pursuit, we thought we'd take a little look at some of the reasons why stocks take off with our financial consultant, Andy Barkate, this morning. Andy, thank you for being here.
How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
Insurance companies breathing a little sigh of relief yesterday?
Well, you know what? That's part of my report this morning.
Okay.
What's going on. I mean, as Irene started to move up the coast, everybody was worried about what was going to happen.
Right.
And insurance companies, of course, may take the brunt of that depending on how bad that damage is. And we talked about what makes a stock go up and down. Mm-hmm. It's mainly earnings.
Okay.
Everything in the world plays into that,
sure,
but it's earnings. So Irene's a good example of that. As again, the hurricane started moving up the coast, insurance companies last week started to sell off a little bit for the fear that they were going to start writing some big checks.
Okay.
Well, when over the weekend it became apparent that the storm wasn't quite as bad as everybody anticipated, the market jumped yesterday, and insurance stocks were the big lead in that.
Okay. And what are some other things that can make a stock go up? I mean, it's hard to predict, obviously, but what are some factors that play into it?
It's an easy thing to say that earnings are the reason the stock goes up, but it's mainly the future, the expectation of future earnings that make a stock go up. And literally anything can play into that. Mm-hmm. Interest rates, competition, government policy, taxes, the value of the dollar. It goes on, but it's all viewed by traders and people who are buying a stock as what impact those things have on a company's future earnings. Mm-hmm.
What are some things that that myself as an amateur investor should be looking for?
Oh, there's a lot of things you can look for. Mm-hmm. Actually, maybe let's use another example.
Okay.
Apple Computer.
Right.
Good company. Everybody knows it. A lot of us use their products. Well, as Apple looks like it's innovating or re-innovating or bringing out new products, what the market's viewing is, can they sell this product? Is it going to beat its competition? Will people want to buy it? Hence, what's its contribution to the bottom line earnings going to be? So as an investor, you can look at a company, and if you kind of view it as, what are they doing out there to increase their earnings? Is their product selling? Is their competition getting more aggressive, or is their competition kind of falling behind the curve? Hence, they may win by default.
Okay.
So if you're trying to view it that way, you'll probably make better investing decisions over the long run.
Do I need to be nervous when a high-profile face like Steve Jobs decides to finally retire for good? I mean, is that reason, or is Apple so, I don't know, diverse in the market right now with so many different things that they've got their hands in? Does it look like it's pretty steady? Well,
that's what investors were looking at. Did Jobs, in his exit or his planned exit, put a team behind him in place that can actually carry on? And so far, the market thinks they have. The stock didn't ripple very much when he made that announcement last week. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Andy, so thank you. Some good tips to know.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. See you next week. All right.